I'd like to call this regular Bristol Borough Council meeting to order. So everybody please rise for a moment of silence, and let's remember all of those who passed away during the month. Please salute the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Gerard.
Present.
Mr. Devine. Mr. Peasant.
Here.
Ms. Cohen.
Here.
Ms. Rodriguez.
Here.
Ms. Trinnell.
Here.
Mr. Plensky. Mr. Di Giuseppe.
Okay, the mayor is home sick. Public participation. Anybody on this side of the room would like to speak on anything? Anybody on this side of the room would like to speak on anything? That ends public participation. Tell there's an Eagles game tonight. Everybody's... Okay, before we get started with our agenda, I have a couple people I want to introduce tonight that was gracious enough to come here and speak to the Borough Council. First of all, our State Senator Tommy Tomlinson, who is... Want to go to the podium?
Sure.
I'd like to welcome Michelle to her first Borough Council meeting. Michelle, you want to stand at the podium with Tommy? And the man of the hour, Mr. Ron Davis. Give everybody a little background on why they're here this evening. The Do-Op event became, when we started this, was a little Bristol Borough thing we thought would be a great thing for the town. But it now became probably one of the most, it's the most single day event in all of Bucks County. That's how large this thing became. And myself and Anna Larissy went to Tommy's office and met with Michelle and Ron Davis. And, you know, we didn't go there just for lunch, we went there for money. And Anna was on one side, I was on the other side, and Ron being a good friend of ours, and Tommy persuading him to take care of Bristol Borough, they decided this evening to present the borough for the Do-Op a check for $10,000. No, Ron was drafted as a San Francisco 49er and then played for other professional football teams. And he loves to sing, am I correct?
No.
So, I don't know if you want to give us a verse, but you were pretty good that day at the meeting.
Well, the singing that I love is what this check is going to mean. Parks Casino, along with Michelle. Michelle is one example of a great team member and members who give to the community. And our focus is to share our success. Parks' slogan, proud, always reaching for excellence. This is part of this excellence. More than buildings and things, let's invest in people. And we saw this as an opportunity through Senator Tomlinson, who always helps us identify those kinds of opportunities. So we thank you for the opportunity to share it with you. And I want Ann and her group to come up. If it's okay.
I'm going to have Anna come up with
Okay.
Amy and Karen up front here.
The whole room would clear out.
Ron, you want to come up and...
Incredible.
And often we have the big faux check. This is a real check.
Yeah, we need the real thing.
Here.
So,
We have to. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
So on behalf of the Parks Casino, our team members, senior vice presidents, the owners, the managing staff, we want to just thank you for the opportunity to share our success with the community. And yeah, I wish I could sing My Cherie Amour, but I know who can. I know who can. My Cherie Amour, lovely as a summer's day. We tried. And that check is good. We're not bounced.
Should I go right to the bank tomorrow morning with this?
Go right to the bank. But thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
On behalf of the Doo-Wop Committee, and here tonight from the committee, Karen Dobson, Amy McIlvain, and of course Chief Slack, Merle Winslow, and we have many more committee people who work diligently. But these people, along with Anthony Musey, who is my co-chair, and Angelo Grisalia, and so many other people who work so hard for this event. We are so proud of what we do here in Bristol Borough, and we certainly are very grateful to Ron Davis and the Parks Casino for this generous donation, and also to Tommy Tomlinson for his support of Bristol Borough and our Doo-Wop Committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just want to thank the committee, and this is a wonderful town. I've said it before, I think you've adopted me, and I really feel welcome here. You've been a wonderful group of people to be with. It is a phenomenal event. I love coming to the event all the time. Great groups. That music era is a little bit ahead of my time, so it's tough. But Ron, that's Ron. Ron really knows the songs and the words. But it's such a wonderful event, and it's not just a Bristol Borough event. It's an entire regional event. As you know, you see the crowds there. You know they're coming. They probably all came from Bristol originally. But it's a great crowd, a great event, and it's in recognition. Parks likes to recognize those communities where the volunteers do so much work, make it a wonderful place to live, and besides that, we still got most of your money. So keep those people coming to Parks Casino. You don't have to go to Atlantic City. You don't have to go very far away. You come to Parks Casino, and we give some of that back. But it is in recognition of your community activity, you making this a wonderful place to live and be and have fun and have a good time between all the events, Bristol Day, Italian Day, Puerto Rican Day, all the wonderful times you come here to Bristol Borough. It's just wonderful. So there's one more great time to come to Bristol Borough for the Doo-Wop event, and this is a little bit of recognition from Parks Casino for your great volunteer activities here. Thank you so much.
And the final theme is Stand By Me. If you could say Stand By Me, that's what it means to us. We're going to stand by you and continue to help your community grow and do those things to help that growth grow. Thank you, and we appreciate the opportunity.
We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We actually got to sack Joe Namath by this. I'm going to say we sacked Joe Namath. Hey, you're right.
Listen, I'm going to do some things. Hey, thank you, sir. We're going to do some things.
You coming Saturday?
I'm going to try. I've got a birthday party.
We have you on that list.
Okay.
Tommy will explain to you where to come.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna.
I'll do whatever you want.
Comment on this. This shows you what relationships can do for Bristol Borough. When you have great relationships with people like Ron Davis and Tommy Tomlinson, you know, they're willing to give Bristol anything to see us succeed. And they're very good people, and that's why I say, come election time, you support the people that support Bristol Borough. Doesn't matter what their party is. And that's why they deserve to be there, because they're the people that recognize Bristol Borough. Okay, with that being said, number 3 on the agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the council minutes of 8/3/15 and 9/8/15, to accept the treasurer's report for July 2015, to accept the police and DJ's report for July and August 2015, to accept the inspection department report for July and August 2015, to accept the public works report for August 2015, to accept the fire chief's report for July and August 2015, and to accept the HARB report and decisions of 8/31/15.
Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Rodriguez.
May I comment,
Any
please?
questions or comments?
Yeah, I'm going to have to vote no because on the meeting minutes from 9/8/15, I made rather extensive remarks about the Mifflin Street project. Lorraine actually responded also, and they aren't reflected anywhere in the minutes. So I would just I'm going to have to vote no and wish that, we kept better meeting minutes.
Okay, any other comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Number 4.
Mr. President, I'd like to adopt a resolution to place on the November 3rd ballot a referendum to increase the rescue squad tax millage to 2 mills pursuant to Section 1302E of the Borough Code. I want to say something
Let
about...
me get a second first.
I'm
Do I
sorry.
have a second? Second by Ms. Rodriguez. Questions or comments? Mrs. Cullen?
I like the idea that we're putting it into the borough's hands to make this decision. I think it's a good thing that we're doing this, and, hopefully, we'll get what we deserve. So, that's it.
Any other comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 6.
Number 5,
Aye.
yeah.
Sorry.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to authorize payment of fire companies each $8,400 in lieu of payment to the county for radios.
Second by Ms. Rodriguez. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now number 6.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the ordinance establishing the stop intersections on Market Street and Wood Street, and on Market Street and at Pond Street.
I have a second. Second by Mr. Pezza. Questions or comments?
I'd
All
just
those-
like to say, I'd just like to say thank you. The residents that have small children in that area are very pleased with the outcome of the stop signs.
Any other comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 7.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to reject the quotes for the construction of the handicap curbs at this time.
Second by Mr. Pezza. I just want to comment on that all the bids came in over bid, and it was Gilmore's recommendation that we reject the bids and go out to bid. My recommendation is to this council that we go out to bid next year after the winter, and you'll get a better job, because by the time we rebid it and get in, you're talking November, December, and you're in the dead of the winter, and it's not the right time to do this kind of work. So, any other comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 8.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to adopt a resolution certifying the minimum municipal obligation for police pension plan for 2016 for $449,436.
I have a second. Second by Mr. Gerard. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 9.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to adopt a resolution certifying the minimum municipal obligation for non-uniformed pension plan for 2016 in the amount of $401,000, $401,158,000.
Second by Mr. Gerard. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 10.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to authorize necessary action to ensure the safety at 847 Pine Street and for the street to be open as soon as possible.
Second by Mrs. Cullen. Questions or comments? The only comment I like to make is that we're going to do this job basically as my recommendation was last month, that we're going to make this property safe. I spoke to Mr. Gerard this evening, and he agrees that we don't want to waste any taxpayers' money on this, and I spoke to the solicitor, and he says I have no conflict in supporting this motion, so I will support it. So,
Aye.
Opposed? Number 11.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the Lenape Valley Sketch Plan Land Development request for indefinite waiver of time per letter dated August 24th, 2015.
Second by Mr. Pezza. Questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any other thing on our business? Item, Merle? Let's go, Merle. The Eagles are playing.
Real quick, I just want to remind everybody about the papal visit. It'll be the weekend after next, and I urge all the local residents, do your shopping early. Don't wait till the weekend. We don't know what to expect as far as the traffic gridlock goes, and I've been around and advised at the county's request, all the gas stations to make sure that they get their tanks filled up for people, because we'll be seeing a lot of out-of-state people go through this area, so...
Merle, I had one question. They said that Oxford Valley Mall is going to be closed because that's going to be a parking site? Is that true?
They're not, I don't think they're totally closing it. They're taking a portion of that big parking lot that hardly they ever use, probably down near the Woodburn Road end, and they're going to use that for parking for the station. And then they said they may or they may not shut down Woodburn Road to the station. They're not sure what they're going to do with that yet.
Don't forget the doo-wop this weekend, 4 o'clock. Again, we want to thank Parks Casino and Ron Davis and Tommy Tomlinson and Michelle for their contribution of $10,000, which is an enormous amount of money to donate to this event, but it became a major event in Bucks County, so I'm hoping everybody comes out and has a good time. It's free. It doesn't cost anybody anything for being there. It's something we started. This is our 10th year of doing the doo-wop, and again, it's a great success and a great day, and the rescue squad, I hope you guys go out and campaign, and hope the taxpayers support your effort, because people realize how important this squad is, and if you don't show up to somebody's home, God forbid, then they'll really realize how, important this is. So I know it's a tax increase to the borough residents, but it's up to them. If they don't want the service and you have to shut down, there's nothing we can do, but we're hoping that the taxpayers of this town realize how important it is to keep your squad rolling come next year.
Well, we thank you for the opportunity to place that on the ballot and leave it up to their people.
And the solicitor will work on that first thing tomorrow. I gave him the paper from Sandy Miller and everything, so everything's moving forward.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Greg and Lorraine.
See you guys later.